So hey, amazing souls. So I just want to say, like, this is about inner work, and this is about how it comes up for me and how I process it, because I think how I do it, if I'm really honest, probably will help a lot of you. So if you are somebody doing deep inner healing work and stuff, this video is definitely for you. Okay, so kind of like for me last weekend, I started feeling like I had a bit of like a block, and I was getting a little bit irritated. And specifically, I'm talking about narcissistic abuse. Okay, so a friend of mine, who is a really good intuitive medium, absolutely incredible, is in a narcissistic relationship. And even though he knows what this person is doing, he knows he's being gaslit and he knows it's manipulative, he keeps choosing to go back to her time and time and time again. And I listened to this guy cry, sob his heart out over the weekend for about 4 or 5 hours. And anyway, that started like me thinking about my 4 previous narcissistic relationships, and I kind of was like, well, I've dealt with that, it's not a problem. But then I realised that I snapped at him on Monday, and I turned around and I said to this guy, look, I don't want to talk to you about your partner, I don't want to hear anything more about it. I said, you know exactly what you're doing, you know she's playing you, you know it's manipulation, etc. And I basically had a little bit of a rant at him via voice message, and I woke up Tuesday morning and he blocked me. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, all right. And I was like, hold on. He blocked me, yes, in self-defense, but also, is that a block inside of me? So then because he blocked me, I was like, no, hold on a minute. That's coming up for me because he's dealing with that and he is my mirror. So then I started thinking back about my prior narcissistic relationships. And it was yesterday that I was actually sat behind a van at the traffic lights after I just walked my dog, and I saw the words Catherine and dog walker. Now, Catherine is the narcissist that I was with in 2018, 2019, that I cheated on my current partner at the time with, who I had a very violent, abusive relationship with. And it ended in a restraining order and the police being involved in all sorts. And anyways, then yesterday I was like, do you know what? Thank you, universe. Thank you for the signs, because someone else who'd been through a narcissistic relationship reached out to me. Then I started seeing Richard Gannon. Then I saw stuff from Melanie Tonya Evans, who I actually did the narcissism course with back in 2019. And I was like, okay, I really need to do this. And weirdly enough, both the clients that I had yesterday cancelled for one reason or another. And I was like, I'm being given space and time by the universe to process this. So what I did yesterday was I sat and I was like, okay, what does this mean to me? And all I did was I processed my whole relationship with Catherine. And I literally, you could call it a letter, but I literally was just like, if there's any anger there with the narcissistic abuse and the fact that she locked me in a flat for days at the time and she starved my dog, they were the only 2 bits, honestly and truly, that really came up for me. And it isn't my inner child, it's more a case of going back to that version of me. And this is one of the things that I do. So in my mind, I brought to myself, you know, what I looked like back in 2018, 2019, extremely, you know, overweight, very unhappy, you know, and I managed to find photos of myself on my Google account, and I just imagined that I was tapping on that version of me. Okay, and as I was tapping, I was just reminding that version of me, do you know what, you are safe, it will never happen again, nobody has power over you. And I literally wrote that, and then I had a little bit of a cry, if I'm fair, and I released it. Then I felt a lot better, and I was like, no, there's something more, there's something else beneath that. Then I started thinking about the dragon, and I thought about the covert relationship there, which is today's task. Then stuff came up with my granddad. That came up this morning because I don't know why, but Love on the Rocks by Neil Diamond came on TikTok, and I was like, okay, my granddad wound is there because my granddad abused me. So really and truly, that's kind of like how I'm doing this inner work here. And I would say, if anything, it's, for me, it's going back and it's tapping on those versions of me. And some of you might say, you know, how do you do that? And for those of you subscribers who joined my subscribers live on Wednesday, we did an inner child chat. And what I've always said is, if you can find a photo of you, or if you can find a song cover relatable to that age that you were at that time, it's really, really good to start thinking back to that version. And then just remind yourself you're coming from now and you're looking back. Okay, and you're looking back and you're saying to that version of you, and when you tap on them, just imagine that person in your head, that you're tapping on that person, wherever it is that you're tapping, okay, and you are just releasing that trauma, you're releasing the energy. So I've woken up this morning going, oh my God, the whole Catherine thing, you know, the fact that she had a knife to my throat and everything, you know, I'm like, okay, that happened. But you see, for me, also soul contracts plays a massive part in my life. You know, because that's my point of view. You know, I do believe that if she hadn't have done all those things that she did to me, I wouldn't be alive today, and I wouldn't be the person that I am and helping you guys, you know. So yeah, for me, you know, I've got no clients today, and I know that's because I chose not to have clients today. You know, and even though I'm moving in 9 days' time, it doesn't stop the inner work. And I would always say to any of you, do you know what, when it comes to inner work, don't suppress it, don't delay it, don't push it down, because if you push it down, that's what causes your emotional eating, that's what causes all kinds of other issues and problems and stuff to happen in your life. So, you know, even though I've got boxes everywhere, even though I've got stuff everywhere, I'm like, do you know what, today, nah, I'm just doing me today. I'm just going to take time. I'm going to write some letters. My twin flame has also massively helped me energetically. You know, I felt her energy coming around me massively as well. You know, so that was another sign. I was like, oh, if she's coming around me, then there's something to do. Anyways, take what you want from this video, okay? Because that's how I'm going about the latest bit of inner work that I've got to do. And I've also spoken to another couple of people, and we just seem to be processing a lot. So I'd also say for you guys, is there anything coming up for you regards, you know, the roles and responsibilities and the people that have, you know, played, you know, made the game how it is for you today? Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I don't know if any of what I've shared with you helps you, but have a brilliant day, and I will catch you guys back again on Monday. All right, take care. Bye.